Welcome, distinguished guests and faculty, and to my fellow Bachelor of Arts graduates, we did it. Like many of my fellow students, I was lucky enough to study a variety of different classes that have informed my education and shaped who I have become. To celebrate our achievements, and as we embark on a new journey, I invite you to consider the work of Pope Francis's Laudato Si, in particular the two principles of human dignity and the common good, and how these principles intersect with our work as historians. A consistent theme of my studies was the appreciation of different perspectives, something Pope Francis discusses in Laudato Si, and something I hope to take into my future as a historian. The rapidification, as Pope Francis calls it, has led to the accelerated change on our planet that is affecting the climate and humanity at large. It is the speed and disheartening goals of said change that he highlights throughout the encyclical as damaging to our world. In particular, the lack of common good and human dignity as the cause for such destruction. Change is something desirable, yet it becomes a source of anxiety when it causes harm to the world and to the quality of life of much of humanity. He articulates the need for open discussions with all those involved in order to create a successful solution that considers all the information. As historians, we are narrating the lives of those in the past, but it is also through our employment of the guiding principles of human dignity and the common good that we are able to create that open dialogue about the past for the benefit of our future and our present. However, our work is not only narrating the past, but also understanding the present and shaping the future through history. As we step into our positions as historians, let us be directed by the insights provided in Laudato Si. When we explore the past, we should commit to understanding human dignity in all its forms, as well as seek out the common good, not only in the great historical events, but also in the lives of ordinary individuals who have contributed to the course of history in their own ways. Laudato Si emphasizes the interconnectedness of all living beings and the shared responsibility we accept for the well-being of our planet and its occupants. This idea goes beyond time and place, compelling us to consider the long-term impacts of our actions on on human communities, and our environment. When we are guided by the principle of the common good, we are driven to scrutinize historical events and decisions that have shaped our world. We can ask whether these actions serve the genuine welfare of broader human interests, or if they merely advance narrow interests. Introspection empowers us to form more inclusive narratives that encourage diverse perspectives and push the call for a more sustainable and just future. During our studies, we dove into the intricacies of different societies, economies, and cultures across time. Similarly, in his encyclical, Pope Francis articulates a profound understanding of human dignity that extends outside individual beings to encompass our interconnectedness with humanity and the environment. He reminds us that stewardship of the earth is a reflection of our respect for the inherent dignity of every human, as well as a matter of environmental concern. This corresponds directly with our understanding of history, which can be explained as an exploration of human experiences, struggles, and ambitions that make up the collective identity of humanity. Learning about the vast majority of people who have been marginalized throughout history over my time at ACU has empowered me to want to help people who face injustice within our world, as have Pope Francis's perspective on human dignity, which forces us to look beyond the great narratives of history to seek out the stories of oppressed individuals. Restoring dignity to the narratives of Indigenous people, for example, would aid in promoting reconciliation as possible when we respect their experiences and perspectives. It is our mission as historians to advocate for the forgotten and amplify the voices, and acknowledging the full range of human experience. It is from Laudato Si that we learn how we as humans and historians can and should treat every person with the same dignity and respect we ourselves deserve. The common good and human dignity are the foundations of ethical decision making, and therefore, Pope Francis's Laudato Si, where he outlines the practical applications of these principles, is a guiding piece of literature on how historians should conduct themselves. Congratulations, graduates. As we go forward into the world, may we bring forth a more inclusive, just, and sustainable one. Thank you.